Narrating for Group 1 is Aisha Corday. Group 1, Presentation 1. Department of Mental Health Counseling, Houston Christian University, Counseling 5317, Multicultural Counseling. Our professor is Alexander Drabacevich. Group members include Aisha Corday and Abby Rickards, July 27th, 2025. Here are the key points highlighted in Counseling the Culturally Diverse by Daryl Wing Sue, 2022, chapters 9 through 10. One key point is ethical responsibility in diverse contexts. Another key point is cultural humility. Key point number 3 is strong relational skills. Key points highlighted. Sue et al. 2022, Ethical Responsibility in Diverse Contexts. Counselors have ethical obligations stemming from social inequalities and systematic oppression, along with cultural marginalization. Practitioners have to respond not just to the immediate presenting issues of clients, but also to the larger concerns of cultural responsiveness, social justice, and advocacy in compliance with professional ethical framework. Number 2, cultural humility. As highlighted by Sue et al. 2022, cultural humility is not a one-off fet, as it is a lifelong journey. This journey entails acknowledging one's biases, fighting preconceived stereotypes, and welcoming every client with genuine openness, and willingness to learn from their worldview and life experiences. Key point number 3 in Sue et al. Strong relational skills. Effective counseling and multiculturally oriented. It is premised on respectful and effective relationships. The counselor has a primary duty to earn trust by exhibiting empathy, cultural appreciation, and reliability. These relational skills enhance a sense of safety among clients, especially those from marginalized or historical oppressed communities. Key points in Confronting Injustice, Compromising Truth by Thaddeus J. Williams, chapters 9 through 10. Trust must anchor justice. Social justice movements needs discernment. And number 3, loving the whole person. Key points highlighted in Williams 2020, chapters 5 through 6. Trust must anchor justice is the number one key point that's highlighted. Pursuing an ideology of objective without seeking objective truth can lead one astray in the things that matter most. Williams 2020. Ideologicalism as an approach to counseling is destructive because it does not fit the model of truth, reconciliation, dignity, or biblical core values. Social justice movement needs discernment. Every movement has a unique worldview behind it. Somewhere beneath every movement, there is a worldview hidden. Williams 2020. Counselors must be discerning, exercising, seeking compassion, justice, and truth. Not every act of activism is biblical. Number 3, loving the whole person. Counseling should balance justice and mercy because the client is a whole person. Williams 2020 emphasizes the need to approach clients with a humble gaze, integrating all their personhood, their culture, their beliefs, and their pain, and seeing it all through abundant love of God. The ACA Code of Ethics that address the key points in the chapters. A.1a, the primary responsibility of counselors is to respect the dignity and promote the welfare of clients. This code is important for having strong relational skills with the client and also for cultural humility, both of which help to foster understanding and trust. 8.2 C, in collaboration with clients, counselors consider cultural implications of informed consent procedures and where possible, counselors adjust their practice accordingly. This code is important for cultural humility and ethical responsibility. Adhering to the needs and sensitivity of clients can help aid in their therapeutic process. ACA Code of Ethics Point 2 that address the chapters is 8.4B, 8.4 dot B. Counselors respect the diversity of clients, especially when the counselor's value are inconsistent with the client's goals, are discriminatory in nature, or are discriminatory in nature. This code is important for ethical responsibility and cultural humility. While respecting the diversity of the client, a counselor should not impose their values on their client. B.1.A. Counselors maintain awareness and sensitivities regarding cultural meanings of confidentiality and privacy. This code is important for ethical responsibility and cultural humility. Not only is it confidentiality important for the relationships between clients and counselors, but the culture of a client should also be respected with as much importance. The AAC codes of ethics that address the key points in the chapters. 1-010, affirming human worth and dignity. Human beings are God's creation and consequently are due all the given God-given rights, respect, and ordered logic that this fact of creation entails. This code is important for having good relational skills by adhering to the Imago Dei. The client is respected in a way that pleases God and the client. 1-110-A, avoidance of a client harm, intended or not. Christian counselors strictly avoid all behavior or suggestions of practice that harms or reasonably could harm clients. This this code is important for ethical responsibility. Counselors should strive to help the client rather than hurt. AACC Codes of Ethics Part 2, 1-520, Cultural Competency. Christian counselors earnestly strive to develop and maintain cultural competent awareness and practices. This code is important for cultural humility. Counselors should be aware of the cultural context that the client lives in a competent that lives in to be competent. 1-540, Cultural Sensitivity. Christian counselors proactively communicate with clients in a culturally sensitive manner. This code is important for cultural humility. Counselors should be able to interact with their clients in a way that is sensitive to the client's culture. The biblical applications or verses that address the key points that are addressed in both chapters 5-6 and 9-10. Corinthians 8 8 through 20 8:21. For we aim at what is honorable in the Lord's sight, but also the sight of man. The verse is important because Christians should strive to interact with people that is acceptable to God. Proverbs 31:9. Open your mouth, judge righteously, defend the rights of the poor and needy. This verse is important because we as Christians, counselors should protect the dignity of our clients who need our services. Biblical application part 2 that are associated or address the key points that are addressed in chapters 5-6 and 9-10. Galatians 528. There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is no male or female, for you are all one in Jesus, Christ Jesus. This verse is important because we are all from different backgrounds, but we are unified through Christ. Revelation 7:9. After this I look, and behold a great multitude that no one could number, from every nation, from all tribes and people and languages, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes with palm branches in their hands. This verse is important because it is the ultimate goal. References include the American Associations of Christian Counselors 2014, Code of Ethics, American Associations of Christian Counselors. The website is https://aacc.net. WP Content Uploads /2023/10 AACC underscore Code of Ethics 2023 final PDF. The next reference is American Counseling Association 2014 ACA Code of Ethics American Counseling Association https dot slash slash www.counseling.org /docs default source /default document /library ethics /2014 ACA Code of Ethics .pdf English Standard Version .2001 Crossway Sue DW Sue D Neval H.A N. Smith L. 2022 Counseling the Culturally Diverse Theory and Practice 9th edition Wiley Williams T. J. 2020 Confronting Injustice Without Compromising Truth. 12 questions Christians should ask about social justice. Zondervan Academic. This includes our presentation. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. This is Group 1, Aisha Corday and Abby Rickards.